You only go to the hospital when you're sick, right? At least that's what I believed in. So every time the word master health checkup came up, my family members would ask me to do something like that. I would cheekily give them the slip. My thought was, you go looking for trouble, trouble will find you. So I really didn't want to go to the hospital because I didn't feel sick, and I love my routine. I was taking care of my family. I would be actively involved in church, do Bible study, take care of my dogs. Everything was just full and healthy and just perfect. So on October 2nd, 2025, it was a holiday. So my sister said, let's do a sister fun day. Nothing about the hospital was fun for me, but then I felt cornered and I said, okay. But I was really scared. One is that if they do tests, if they do this master health checkup and find out something, then there would be further investigations, there'd be further medication or treatment, and I didn't want to go down that road. So this is the Sunday before the October 2nd, 28th September. I stayed back for prayer after church. I went straight up to Angelica from our Next Steps team, and I asked her to pray for me, and I explained to her what I was really afraid of. And both of us sat together, we held hands, and she prayed. I felt the burden lift away. I felt lighthearted. I didn't fear anything anymore. I was emboldened, empowered. I felt like I could face anything. So it was October 2nd, and we did a whole day of tests. By 4 p.m., I was ready to go home. I wanted to take the kids out for a fun evening, but there was one more thing left in the tests, and that was to see the GP, the general physician. And I was not interested to see the general physician, but my sister insisted. And so we went. She noticed a tiny lump on my neck, and she said, "What is that?" And I said, "Oh, it's nothing." And she said, no, we have to investigate. And she insisted that we do an FNAC. And by God's grace, the doctor was available that day to do the FNAC, and we went ahead and did it, and it was positive for thyroid cancer. The following Sunday, after the service, Pastor Shana came up to me and she just hugged me and she said, "Praveena, I'm going to pray for you." I just felt so empowered. There was no room for fear or doubt. So Monday I went and met the surgeon, and Tuesday I got admitted. Wednesday we had the surgery. The surgery had so many complications. I came out with a big cut. It was a major surgery, but here's what I know now, that I've been rescued from something that was so life-threatening. The doctors tell me that I just had probably 4 to 5 months to live if I wasn't diagnosed. It would have progressed into stage 4 of cancer. On the operating table, I kept asking the doctor, will I still be able to use my voice? Will I still be able to sing and worship God? A month later, I went in for radioiodine treatment, which meant weeks of isolation after that. I went from being a fully active, hands-on homemaker to feeling weak, exhausted, and just overwhelmed with fatigue. The word cancer had a weight to it, both physically and emotionally. But this is when I literally could feel a blanket of prayers covering me. I was strengthened by the prayers of the church. During the darkest moments of my life, God's presence never left. He was with me. God is with my husband. God's with my children. The church was a tangible expression of God's love. They would do things like bring home food. They would pick up and drop my children from school. They took my daughter to the dentist. The list is endless. I knew that God was there, and there was nothing that I needed to be afraid of. 2 months of being stuck at home, I was waiting to get back to church. I didn't just walk back into a building. I walked back to my family. It's such an honor and privilege to be able to sing and praise God, giving every note as an offering to the one who miraculously saved me. His plans are always good and His purposes prevail.